He promised hope, he promised change, and for a time, he delivered. But in the end, Alberto Fujimori's story is not one of triumph. It's a tale of power, corruption, and a fall that shook Peru to its core. Born in Lima in 1938 to Japanese immigrant parents, Alberto Fujimori was a quiet academic who rose from mathematics professor to president of Peru almost overnight. In 1990, he stunned the nation by defeating novelist Mario Vargas Llosa in a shocking election upset. Fujimori entered office as the outsider who would save Peru from economic collapse and the terror of the Shining Path insurgency. Fujimori's iron fist approach crushed inflation and struck hard against guerrilla groups. His popularity soared. Many Peruvians saw him as the strongman who restored order. But behind the victories, dark secrets were unfolding. Fujimori's government unleashed a wave of human rights abuses, forced sterilization programs affecting thousands of indigenous women, death squads targeting civilians, and illegal surveillance against opponents. And then came the corruption. Billions vanished through embezzlement and bribery schemes, orchestrated with his intelligence chief, Vladimiro Montesinos. In 2000, as scandal erupted, Fujimori fled to Japan and tried to resign by fax. But Peru's Congress rejected it and declared him morally unfit to govern. The man who once commanded a nation was now a fugitive. Captured in Chile in 2005 and extradited to Peru, Fujimori faced justice at last. In 2007, he was convicted of abuse of power. In 2009, a landmark trial found him guilty of human rights violations, including ordering kidnappings and massacres. His sentence, 25 years in prison, the first elected head of state ever extradited, tried, and convicted in his own country. Alberto Fujimori was once hailed as Peru's savior, but his legacy is stained with corruption, authoritarian rule, and crimes against humanity. He will be remembered not just as a president, but as a prisoner. This is the story of Alberto Fujimori, the president who became a cautionary tale for all the powerful. He was Mexico's super cop, the man trusted to fight the drug cartels. But behind the badge, Genaro García Luna was living a double life, one that ended in betrayal, billions, and a U.S. prison cell. Born in Mexico City in 1968, García Luna began his career in intelligence and law enforcement. By the late 1990s, he was a rising star in Mexico's security forces, a man who claimed he would dismantle the cartels that terrorized the nation. In 2006, he became Mexico's Secretary of Public Security, effectively the country's top cop. He oversaw thousands of federal police and built close ties with the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. To the world, García Luna was the face of Mexico's war on drugs, but in the shadows, he was working for the very criminals he was supposed to destroy. Prosecutors revealed García Luna had secretly allied himself with the Sinaloa cartel, led by Joaquín El Chapo Guzmán. Witnesses testified he took millions of dollars in bribes, sometimes delivered in suitcases stuffed with cash, in exchange for protecting drug shipments, tipping off traffickers, and ensuring the cartel reigned supreme. The man sworn to defend Mexico was fueling its deadliest enemy. In 2019, García Luna was arrested in Texas and extradited to the United States. In February 2023, after a blockbuster trial in New York, he was convicted on 5 counts, including drug trafficking, organized crime, and lying to U.S. authorities. The verdict was historic. Mexico's highest-ranking security official found guilty of betraying his nation. In March 2024, Garcia Luna was sentenced to life in prison in the United States. Genaro Garcia Luna rose as Mexico's fearless drug warrior. But in truth, he was a double agent of corruption, a man who sold his badge to the cartels. From the halls of power to a U.S. prison, his story is a chilling reminder of what happens when the guardians of justice become criminals themselves.